go off.
It's his bug out kid. He's ready to bug out at any moment.
You take
Wear it like this. That way I can get to the zipper real quick. You know, quick. What's in here? What's in here? What's in here?
Money!
Oh my God! What could it be?
What is it? Anybody want a t-shirt? That's not nice.
Sucker!
Hey, that backpack is pretty full to me, so
I don't have one of those t-shirts. Can I have one of those?
Dude, this t-shirt was from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They don't make any more of these things.
So you're just gonna put it back in your backpack? Real nice, Michael. That's real nice.
Juliet wants this. She can't have it.
Okay, all right. All right, I want to know, there's so many things I want to know, but first, when did you guys meet? Because you obviously, you've been on screen a lot together, including your upcoming movie that's coming out March 17th.
We met the night, was it the night I met your pet skunk?
Wait, what?
No, we had met by that point, but Rooker did get skunked on my front porch one time many years ago. And he had backed the poor thing into a corner, but I just think that skunk had seen a lot of your work.
Totally. And actually, because of that, it skunked me twice.
Yeah, God, that was funny. That was a long time ago. But yeah, we met through, he had done Slither with my brother James, and they became friends, and we met right around that time. But we started we worked together on various things.
But we went to the same theater school.
We did. Yeah, we actually both went to the Goodman School of Drama in Chicago at DePaul, and
Woohoo! Yeah. I think two people said woohoo.
Anyway.
Come on, guys.
But yeah, we did. So we have the same training.
Same,
we implemented very quickly.
Your training and my training is the same stuff, but something happened in the
something good happened for us.
Something good happened for everybody.
I guess
we all have to find our own way in this game.
James kind of created Yondu for you a little bit, right?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. He was writing this piece, and I didn't know much about it. And he said he was writing a little thing for me in it, and I was
a little thing.
I didn't know what it was for a long time, and then he finally told me what it was, and I immediately knew the comics, but I was like, what? No, that's impossible. I got skinny little legs. So I went and I got the comics and I said, yeah, man, they're gonna have me wear this. And so I was blown away.
It's like just a loincloth.
Oh, dude, yeah. And finally, I was so very happy when he told me, no, stop reading the comics. It's a little different, okay?
Yeah, he spared us all.
I love it. And with Yondu, I mean, it's an interesting dynamic because you wouldn't classify him as good, you wouldn't say bad, he seems to have like a heart under there. I mean,
there's a nice wire, there's a line that you walk that you're not sure if, people aren't sure if you're gonna slap them or kiss them. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And that's who Yondu is.
You walk that line very well.
I like walking that line.
A lot of your characters. Another thing is, it was revealed at San Diego. You came out, and in Volume 1, we see Yondu's head doesn't have the full fin. It's just a little strip. But in Volume 2, it appears that the fin is back, and it is, more akin to how he looks in the comics. You want to talk a little bit about that and why?
I don't know. I woke up one day and I had the bigger fin on, and I went to the director's trailer right away, and I was like, how did this get here? And he wouldn't tell me. It's supposed to be secret.
Yeah,
it'll be revealed. It'll be revealed in the movie. You can't know these things.
You could have made anything up about that fin, and we would all believed you. There's movie for you, Michael.
Now that's how it happened. What are you talking about?
See, we believe you. Sean, what are we going to see from Craiglin in Volume 2?
Well, in Volume 2, you know, it only takes place a couple months after the first movie, and Yondu and the Ravagers have been double-crossed by Quill at the end of the first movie. We haven't quite done anything about it, and I think that some of us on the Ravagers are starting to wonder where Yondu's allegiance lies.
And loyalties, yeah.
And loyalties.
Yeah.
Is it with Quill, or is it with those of us that have been loyal to him the whole time? So, yeah, Craiglin's got a little more to worry about in the second movie, I think.
I hope so. I love your character, so I want to see more.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, Craiglin's in a little quandary. He's not sure which way he swings.
We'll just leave that
It
as that.
happens. It's 2017. Come on, guys. Come on.
And Sean, you actually, you know, it's common knowledge you stood in for Rocket a lot on this set.
I don't stand in. Rocket has a stand-in. It's a little stuffed animal. But no, I actually play Rocket on set. I rehearse and play the scenes with the actors so that they'll have someone to act with. And then I also provide a visual reference for the VFX team when they're sort of starting to put the character together. So.
Yeah, but the most important thing is actually we as the other characters have someone that can actually say the lines. You know,
Absolutely.
So, Gunn here. I mean, he's. I gotta say, I've said this already many times. He was the hardest working actor on set, and indeed it's true.
I just know it wasn't you, but
I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of being the laziest actor on set.
That's actually nice.
Sean, you also stood in for Thanos, right?
You know, in the first movie, that was a day of work. It was like that's kind of a different thing. There was a couple other roles in the first movie where they needed somebody to kind of just be a voice of a character that was then going to be mostly CGI. I would step in and do that. But for the most part, it's like Rocket is the bulk of the work for me, and then also now Craig will have a bigger role in the second movie as well. So.
Right, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see. I mean, the trailer looks. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to share it with an audience. I mean, it's like I thought that the movie was going to be something special from the first time I read the script, and everything feels special about it still. So I can't wait to see it with a group full of people. You know.
I totally agree. I mean, I would go out on a limb and say it's my favorite Marvel movie. Volume 1 is, and you know,
mine too.
Partly
Thank you.
The music, the heart, the humor. There's just it struck a perfect chord with me. Do you guys have questions for these guys?
You gotta. Should I?
If
you know
have,
what? I got a question.
And in the meantime, you guys can
I gotta ask James Gunn though. Hold on a minute. Call James Gunn.
I hope he picks up.
Where's my Surrey, bitch? You know what I'm asking you? I said call James Gunn, mobile.
Oh, he's calling.
Oh, he may not answer. He's in the screening. For Belco.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm going to interrupt it if he answers. This is great. He's looking at his phone right now, going, what the hell is he calling me
Why
now
is Michael
for?
calling me right now?
Hey. Oh, it's up here. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, I know you're at the screening. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Oh, shut up.
All right, let's get to these
work
questions.
these things. I did have a question. I was going to ask him something, but I
Well,
forgot.
we got another.
All right,
you know,
let's get some questions.
Some real questions.
All right, we got another 45 minutes. So if you think, call him back, and
He
let's
missed
start
it.
over
He
here.
missed a great opportunity.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
F him.
Lori. I am from Bothell, Washington, and I was wondering what your first reaction was when you were asked, do you want to be in a movie co-starring a tree and a raccoon?
That's a good question. It's a valid question.
As soon as they got to, do you want to be in a movie, I just said yes. I had a pretty light couple of years. I was happy to have the work.
Were you guys familiar with the Guardian comics before you were approached about the role?
Were you at all?
Well, my brother had been hired to do, so when he was hired to do the job, I learned about the Guardians then. But I didn't know what my involvement would be, if any, in the movie until many months later.
Cool. Thank you. Great question. Thanks.
Yeah, great. That was a great question. Thank you.
All
Can I
right.
answer it? No, I'm not going to.
All right, Michael, over here. This way. Hi.
Hi, my name's Rachel. I'm from Seattle, and I was wondering if you had to pick a song for a dance-off, what would it be?
If you had to pick a song for a dance song.
For a dance-off?
What's the song that Pratt does in #1? He does the dance off.
I don't know, but I'm going to go with Ricky Don't Lose That Number by Steely Dan.
That's good.
For a dance off?
Yeah. I like to get a nice low, slow groove on.
It's a slow
I
burn.
get too tired easily if it's too fast of a song.
I would go with an oldie but goodie, and it's called, it's by Chubby Checker, and it's called The Twist.
What about you?
Oh gosh, probably Thunderstruck by ECCC.
Good answer. Thank you. Hey.
Hi, I'm Cameron from Seattle, Washington, and my question was, if you guys went up against Chris Pratt in a dance-off, who do you think would win?
Is there a lot of dance off? Is everybody gonna ask a dancing
Really?
question?
Another dance-off?
Are you serious? Come on, look at this guy's body. This guy is like Fred Astaire, for God's sake.
Does that make 67% of the questions now are dance-off questions?
Dance off questions. Can you pirouette? Can
I
you
would
do
play the
pirouette?
dance-off against anybody you put in front of me. So,
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear the question, but I bring it.
Go on, bring it. Let's go.
No, I'm not doing it.
Dance off?
I'm not doing it. There's no music.
Hey, we both had Estelle Spector in dance class back at
Are
yeah,
you
we did.
scared?
All right, let's go on. We should go on. What's
Yeah, well,
that?
the dancing is not our
What was it? Chris
forte.
Pratt. Chris Pratt's a great dancer too.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Is this a dance question over here? Okay,
No,
then
it's not.
continue. Go
My
ahead
name's
then.
Bob. I'm a local. Both you guys are amazing character actors. I've seen in countless things, and my wife would kill me if I didn't shout out for Kurt from Gilmore Girls. My question goes to Michael. I first came on my radar in the late '90s when I coincidentally rented Mallrats and Henry Portrait Serial Killer in the same weekend. Henry is a wonderful movie, and you is a disturbingly wonderful movie. What is it like being connected to such distributable characters as Henry or Merle? And is it kind of disturbing when someone comes up and says, "I loved you in Henry, man"?
Merle ended up good.
Yeah, you know what? I get a lot of that, and how many people out there have seen Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer?
Of course.
There's a few. Y'all have homework to do, first off. At first, I was thinking, ooh, these people are really strange, but I watched it again, and I kind of ended up liking it. I thought, oh, wow, this is a pretty good little movie,
It was awesome.
And it's a scary little piece, and it makes you not ever want to hitch a ride anywhere. All right, and no, it's okay. And Merle, of course, Merle was a great Merle Dixon in Walking Dead.
But Merle redeemed himself. He redeemed himself.
Henry redeems himself.
Well,
suitcase.
That helps if you make my point.
You guys, once you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you. Good question.
Thank you. Sean, what was it like to revive Kirk after so many years?
It was pretty trippy, actually. It was like, you know, because the show, because of Netflix, got more popular than it probably ever was even when it was on the air, just in the last few years. So to all of a sudden have all this hype and all this anticipation around work that I did a decade or more ago was a very strange experience.
You caught up on some of those close-ups that they missed last time around, right?
Yeah. But I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just pretending. But I was very grateful to go back and do it again. I think that I maybe didn't quite appreciate it. I was just a younger person when I did the show the first time around, and a little more focused on my acting career and what's next and all that. And so then to go back a little bit later and be able to pick up the character again and sort of have more appreciation and gratitude for it maybe than I did the first time around was really awesome. And creatively, it was like a great experience for me. So I'm really lucky to be able to do it.
And prior to the revival, like coming to events like this, did you start to realize what an audience Gilmore Girls had?
I was just starting to find out in the last few years, but I mean, it's like the fandom for Gilmore Girls is insane. It's God love you. It's awesome, you know.
I've never seen it, but I hear it's really good.
Rooker likes to pretend, but he's the biggest Gilmore Girls fan.
I'm still trying to figure out what they said. They talk so fast for me.
No problem. Yes, hi.
Hi, my name is Haley. I'm from Aberdeen, Washington. And Sean, what's your favorite all-time Kirk moment to film?
Ooh, all-time Kirk moment.
Well, I liked filming the scenes more than the like stunts, you know? It's like I always have to do something humiliating. I gotta get naked at some point, or I gotta put on a hot dog suit or whatever it is. Learn how to walk on stilts. And I enjoy doing all that stuff. I guess I can humiliate myself easily. But I really like the scenes. I like having like a really good, funny scene. Some of the scenes with Patterson, like where I'm explaining my night terrors to him, or asking him for advice on the date, or things like that. Those are probably my favorite things of all to shoot.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi.
That's a nice poll, man.
Tyler from originally from Rhode Island, live here now. Claire's still my question, things like that. So I guess what other subsequent
Not true.
well, anyway, what subsequent pieces of training or decisions have you made throughout your career that have kind of built or have gotten you to this point, I guess? So I guess kind of the big milestones or stepping stones along the way.
Stepping stones in your career, graduating University 1, what would have been the next one? Probably
Actually getting a job.
Yeah.
And getting a job, and then the next one would be getting a job and actually getting paid.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are many jobs where
Yeah.
you just don't.
And then making a living doing it.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
then
mean?
making
Like,
a living and actually paying
so
your
those are
rent.
learning how to approach the profession as a job is part of the craft. You know, you have to be both good at it and learn how to do it and how to manage your career. I know that I always mostly had baby steps in my career. Like I started doing commercials, then I did one-lines on TV shows, then I did more, and I just kind of like worked my way up. But then later when I got a little more of a career under me, I went back to class periodically and kind of started doing scenes again and remembering what was fun. Yeah.
Was that good? Was that fun?
Yeah, it is fun. I think it's good to do it every now and again. I mean,
I never liked the classes back when I was there.
right? Yeah,
I know. It's like I know, but it's like, wow. I've never understood the whole fact that you would go back to class.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too rigorous, but it's like it's good to. It's like training. It's like having a coach. You know, if you're an athlete,
Yeah.
sometimes you need a coach, and it's like.
Yeah.
I've
I've never needed that.
Right.
this, and I was thinking like, yeah, why do people do that?
And now you know. The more you know, Michael. The more you know. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
now one of my best friends tells me he's actually done it. Wow.
Maybe
Did, did you pay?
that's a private question. You don't have to have.
Did you have to pay money to go back?
I'm not gonna answer that question. It's very private. That's between me and my fiance.
Hi, Sean, I'm a big fan of you and Gilmore Girls as Kirk. What's your favorite job that he's had over all the episodes?
I think my favorite job was when I was announcer for the hockey game because first of all, I would like to believe that I would have been a good sports announcer if I weren't an actor. I'm probably wrong about that, but I like to believe that. And then
It's called your game,
and then also and then also I got to sit down all day at work. I didn't have to stand up. And I'm kind of lazy, so that's my choice.
Thank you. Great question. Thank you. Hi.
So, Gilmore Girls question.
Jesus! Come on, for
In the reboot,
Christ's
do
sake!
you really enjoy working with the pig? And would you ever have a pig as a pet?
Those pigs are tricky. I liked working with the pig, and I can tell you that I'm proud to say that I don't eat pigs, and I haven't for many years. And it helped me. It helped me work with those pigs and not
whole bonding
not feel
thing
weird
was
about
easy.
it. Yeah, I could have a pig as a pet. Sure.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to break up the Gilmore Girl questions.
Good.
I got a question for you,
The
Michael.
pig thing is good. You know, you like little piggies?
Michael.
Hey, I don't eat a lot of pig either.
Well, then maybe you could have a pig for a pet. Question
Go ahead.
for you.
What's your question? You actually have a question?
Well, yeah, I do. It's
Give
about
it to
Walking
me.
Dead.
I'm ready.
It's about Merle Dixon.
I'll answer it.
Merle wasn't in the comics, and he was created just for the show.
Right.
So when you first came on, I think there was a lot of rumbling about, oh, yeah, this isn't, based on the comics, not canon. What was your reaction, and did it ever factor into anything or any way that you portrayed the character?
My reaction was a non-reaction. It didn't matter to me. And it did not factor into the developing of the role. They really, it was a great role to have, and it's been a great series for me. The character ended up being an awesome piece to play and to develop. And so, yeah, that's it. I think I did good. I answered.
I
I know that was like a complete call.
That was like a complete call. I'm getting good at this.
tied it all in. Hey, hi.
Hi, my name is Kyla. I'm from Tupelo, Washington. My question's for Sean, Gilmore Girls.
What is wrong with you?
You did not break the chain, woman.
I tried. So break the chain in a minute.
Back at the jobs, how did that bit start? Like, was it something that was planned from the get-go? Because I noticed that as the seasons went on, it became more and more.
Yeah, no, I can answer that pretty quickly. Is that I don't think there was really any roadmap for that. I did one episode, and it was supposed to be the only one I did, and then they sort of kept asking me back with the running. I guess Amy had the idea to have a running gag that I would show up working everywhere in town, and then I think at some point the character just became part of the fabric of the town.
It was great. It's the whole reason, kept you going through the show. You wanted to see Kurt pop up again.
Thank you.
Don't you think it's interesting that we're not getting a lot of questions about Guardians of the
we have
Galaxy?
two movies
We
coming
got
out
Guardians of
in the
the
next 6
Galaxy
weeks.
Volume 2 coming out within 2 months, for goodness sake. We got the Belko Experiment
Let's talk
coming
about-
out within weeks. Come on, people.
Although we can't say that much
Well,
about
let's talk
Guardians
about the
2.
Belko
We have to be careful what we
experiment.
wish for.
Let's talk about Belko
Yeah, let's talk about
experiment.
Belko.
Comes out March 17th. This movie, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, it looks incredible. Directed by James Gunn.
Written and produced by James Gunn.
Written and
Directed
produced
by
by
Greg
James.
McLean.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Anyway, it is a combination. It's like a Saw meets like Office Space meets I don't even know what. So tell us a little bit about the premise of the film.
Yeah, it's an office in Bogota, Colombia, where one day the Americans who work in the building are the only ones in the building, everyone else who has been turned away. And all of a sudden, a voice comes over a loudspeaker and instructs them to start killing one another lest they be killed. And the building walls up and...
That's it, baby. It's mayhem from there on.
Pandemonium ensues.
Yeah.
So I think everyone has sort of a moral dilemma. Each character, there's a lot of different characters, a lot of really great actors, and they each sort of have their own moral dilemma with.
Are uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a cool flick.
The most uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little on the violent side, but
a little, just a wee bit.
You know, but
it's just a tad violent.
Gratuitously so, I don't think, but you know.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm super. So March 17th, that comes out.
Yes, March 17th.
How many people out there have seen the trailers and the ads for that?
Yeah, check them out. They're very cool.
Yeah,
they're bitching, and it's only going to get even more intense right before the opening. So
that's awesome.
Good luck.
Bitchin'.
Good luck.
I like that word.
I like that too.
That back, man.
Let's go.
I like you're bringing back bitchin'. That's cool.
Let's go over here.
Hi. So my name is Amanda. I'm from Auburn. I actually don't have a Gilmore Girl question. I don't really watch it that often. But my question is for Michael. Out of playing an awesome character on Walking Dead and Guardians of the Galaxy, which one was your favorite? Like, which one did you enjoy more?
Well, he's still playing.
Wow, yeah. Well, you know, I got paid less money on The Walking Dead. That is very influential when it comes to which one I like better. I love The Walking Dead. I'm a very physical guy, so we were out in the woods running and fighting and rolling around, and it's always a great time. But I got to tell you, after a while, that gets so old. It is so nice now to be in a room that's air conditioned, that is green screened all around, and when the explosions happen, it's just little light bulbs going pink. Not real explosions like I've experienced in my past. And it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was so wonderful to do Yondu again, and I like not running and coming upon a Eastern Diamondback rattler 3 feet from my face. It's way better being Yondu. Thank you.
Thank you. Great question. Thank you. Hi.
Hello, my name is Ray from Federal Way. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go back to the Gilmore Girls question. You already answered the question I was going to ask, but now this is a secondary question. What was the hardest line to keep your face straight when saying?
Well, this is sort of an obscure answer, but I'll tell it to you. It's when there's an episode where Kirk takes all these dogs for a walk, and at the end, there's one dog that he hasn't been able to find who its owner is, and he's trying to think of sounds that might be the dog's name so that he can learn the dog's name. And I just had to keep rattling off these nonsense words, and it was killing me. It was really funny.
Dogs are funny.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you very much.
Dogs and pigs.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if my dog is coming in at night.
You need to check on that.
No one can get into. He won't listen to anyone else but me. His name's Rooker.
Oh.
And so he's sort of like me. He won't listen to anyone. He won't listen to anyone. He barely listens to me.
Well, you do need to check on him. Just make sure he's okay.
When I'm away, he just doesn't want to come in. He wants to stay out. He won't come in unless I'm there and I go, come in.
And then he comes in.
Then he comes in.
Yeah. So
the dog questions maybe reminded me of, I got to call home.
Yeah, just check on him. So Volume 1 was the 10th movie in the MCU. Volume 2 is the 15th. Volume 3, there has been talk about Volume 3. What can you say anything?
Nope.
Sure, you can say something.
I can say that
Volume 3 is like the third in the series.
Is it gonna happen?
Right?
Yeah.
If it were to happen,
It would be the
it
third.
would be the third in the series. Look, as far as I'm concerned, they should do 15 of these damn things.
I agree.
Let's just see how 2 goes.
Hi, my name is Hallie. I'm originally from Spokane, Washington, but now live in Elmore, Washington. This is a Guardians question, so as I understand it, not necessarily being more comic savvy, Guardians was one of the most unexpected adaptations ever, and it was one of the weirder ones to adapt. So the question is, how was it adapting this story, or at least adapting Guardians as a concept into film and bringing it forward? Or how was it from your guys' perspective?
For us, we're...
That part of the creative process is pretty fundamentally different for actors than it is for people who are start from the ground floor in terms of building concept, a world, and a script, and all those things. By the time it comes to us, our job is to really just focus on the character that we're playing and on his relationship to the world that he's living in. Where he's coming from, where he's going. Anything you need to know to be able to inhabit the character and to do him justice, or her justice. That's really all we focus on. So does that answer as well as I can? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's a whole different period of the development. You're talking about something that happens before even the actors or even sometimes even thought about. That whole process happens before any of the casting, sometimes the writer and the creators have someone in mind in the back of their heads when they're thinking about it, but we don't know it yet.
Yeah, you guys are you come in.
Yeah, our stuff happens way much later.
Although I will say that getting everyone on the same page in terms of tone and concept and things like that can be a really helpful thing for, I think our director did a tremendously good job.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, making sure that we're all on the same page.
He explains things really well. James is really good at that, and he's good at actually coming up individually as well. So I mean, he has a difficult job with some actors. Why?
Pulls out a list of names.
Who shall remain nameless?
There's like one name, Rooker.
But you know what? I agree with you. I think it's a piece of content that could have been overlooked because it was a little bit obscure, and to take a chance on it, and like I said, I think it's my favorite Marvel movie, so good for them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Will from Savannah, Washington, and my question is, if your characters from Guardians of the Galaxy could cross over with another MCU property, what would it be?
Ooh, a crossover.
We don't concern ourselves with crossovers. I don't know, Sean. Do you concern yourself with crossing over?
I'm trying to think. I think
we don't really.
We're craggling around outer space, and I think Earthlings seem kind of like peons to them. So I don't know. It's like we wouldn't think too much of I don't know. It's a good question.
As far as I'm
someone
concerned,
in space.
I thought it was Yondu had a thing for Earthlings and their language and their doodads and all that stuff. That's why I think Yondu had a wee bit of a southern accent. I think honestly, Yondu could have turned around and been in another scene and been talking like someone from the Bronx. He could have changed accents readily throughout the piece. That would have been quite confusing for people. And for
I have no idea what you just. Where this is going? That was shocking. Bouncing around from accent to accent.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
Don't you think that'd be cool?
I guess that would be pretty cool.
James Gunn didn't think it was going to be work. He didn't think it was going to work. So we didn't do it.
Well, this kind of, thank you for that question.
That was a great question. I forgot what it was. Never mind.
Hi.
Look, you're lucky. I have actually answered 2 questions.
Yeah, that's a very high rate for him.
Hi, I'm Savannah from Tacoma, Washington. My question is, what was your favorite scene to film in Guardians of the Galaxy 1? And that can include like standing in for Rocket if you'd like to.
Favorite scene to film in Volume 1?
You got an answer?
Yeah.
I'll go first. I definitely enjoyed, as Rocket, I really enjoyed filming the 12% of the plan scene a great deal. It was just fun to be able to do a scene with that many people that's really just talking and sort of having some jokes and some dramatic moments and like just kind of not about the effects or anything like that. That was really cool. But I also got to say that there was a day on set where all I was doing was off camera saying one of the lines of the Sakaran soldiers, and it's the day that Yondu wastes all those dudes on the hillside. That was a couple days actually, I guess. And that was awesome. It was like really, really cool being on set during that because we had the score, a lot of it that was like piping in over a loudspeaker, and it was very peaceful out there, and like it was very cool.
And the space we were in must have been at least 1,000 yards. It was massive. And someone said, "We have paparazzi on set." And I was going like, "Where?" There. And they pointed, and I looked, and I was like, "What?" Oh my God, that's them?
Yeah, they were in the trees.
They were in, and they were tiny, like little pee-pee ants. They were tiny. And then you get the binoculars, you look, and they have a lens that must have been 4 feet long. They had a lens this big around, and they were focusing in, and you saw the shots, the very first shots of Yondu, I think, and some of the crew were from at least 700 yards away. And by the way, to finish answering, that was by far one of my favorite scenes to film. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just
Really
enormous. It was
great.
great. It was
That's
great.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Marilee. I'm from Renton, that's in South End. And my question is, if the Paladinos and Netflix resurrects another limited series for Gilmore Girls, I'd love to see Rory and Lulu pregnant at the same time. What kind of household would Kurt and Lulu run?
What kind of household?
Who cares? Are you serious? Who gives a flying?
We have a lot of beautiful bedroom communities out here from Mount Vernon.
We don't care.
That's a lot like Stars Hollow. So what kind of household would Kurt?
I don't think that Kurt would
If they lived
would
in the
make a
inner
natural
city.
father. I don't think he's something he would naturally be cut out.
If they lived in the hood,
That's
what
all
kind
I
of
can
household
say.
would it be?
All right, let's move on.
I think the real question is, which is going to come first, Volume 3 or another Gilmore Girls?
I know, that's a good question.
It's a
Hey,
legit question.
how about the young lady with
Thank you.
Negan's back?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Haley. I was just wondering, well, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm not a Gilmore Girls fan. That was my sister. I grew
What?
up
Oh, good for you!
on zombie shows and superhero movies. So, that's me. My question is for Michael. I was just wondering, so, where would Merle be with Negan? Like, I know that he was with the governor-ish, but the governor was so, I don't know, like, straight up and everything.
Governor-y.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, girl, if Merle had been hooked up with Negan in any way whatsoever, we'd be out doing batting practice half the day. I mean, come on. You know, he'd have Lucille, I'd have JoJo.
Yeah, the Governor was so straight-laced, and Negan and Merle, they had more the same sensibility, I think. Great question, thank you. And you look great. Hi.
Hello, I'm Emma. I'm from Grants Pass, Oregon. Sean, to go back from your earlier comment about dancing, Ivan and I would love to dance with you, first of all. Second of all, this could be for both of you. This is a Gilmore Girls question. Team West or Team Logan?
What would you be?
Team Logan.
Just to be, I would be the other one.
Controversial.
Good answer, huh?